Hello everyone! This is Steve. I am videoing Crime Point for You channel with another unsolved murder case. Stay with me.
Crime Point for You. Subscribe now.
Sometimes the most haunting crimes don't happen in dark alleys or abandoned houses. Sometimes they happen right where we're supposed to feel safest, at home. Tonight we're going back to Boulder, Colorado. It's Christmas, 1996, a quiet neighborhood lit by the glow of holiday lights. But inside one of those houses, something horrific was about to unfold.
Christmas, 1996, Boulder, Colorado. A quiet neighborhood, glowing with holiday lights. Inside one of those homes, something unimaginable was about to happen. JonBenét Ramsey was just 6 years old, a little girl known for her beauty pageants, her bright smile, and her charm. To the outside world, the Ramseys were a picture-perfect American family. But that illusion shattered overnight. Early on December 26th, Patsy Ramsey called police.
What's going on there, ma'am? We have a kidnapping. Hurry, please. Explain to me what's going on, okay? There's a note left and our daughter's gone.
Her daughter was missing. On the staircase, a handwritten ransom note, 3 pages long, demanding exactly $118,000. Police arrived. They believed it was a kidnapping. But 8 hours later, everything changed. John Ramsey searched the house. In the basement, he found his little girl, lifeless.
When I found her, it was a rush of relief. And then, of course, within moments, I realized that she probably was dead.
JonBenét had been struck on the head. She'd been strangled with a garrote made from a paintbrush handle. The ransom note, the staged kidnapping, the chaos, none of it made sense. News spread instantly.
The murder of 6-year-old JonBenét Ramsey captivated the nation and put her family under the microscope.
Or were the Ramseys themselves somehow responsible? The family home, hours after the discovery, captured in these crime scene videos, seen for the first time in an investigation discovery docuseries airing this week.
It's been nearly 3 decades since the unsolved murder of 6-year-old JonBenét Ramsey, a case that captivated the nation. And even though her parents always denied any involvement in her death,
cameras surrounded the Ramsey home. America wanted answers, and suspicion quickly turned to the family themselves.
always denied any involvement in her death. It took 12 years for prosecutors to exonerate JonBenét's mother and her father.
The ransom note, unusually long, strange wording, oddly specific. Experts said it sounded personal, maybe written by someone who knew the Ramseys, but the evidence was messy. The house had been full of people before it was sealed. Crime scene, contaminated. Fingerprints, footprints, DNA, blurred into confusion. For years, investigators were divided. Some believed the parents were hiding something. Others argued it had to be an intruder. A window in the basement was found open. A boot print, not matching anyone in the family. And then, the DNA. Tiny samples found on JonBenét's clothes. They belonged to an unknown male. In 2008, that DNA cleared the entire Ramsey family, but it didn't reveal who the killer was. Decades have passed, dozens of theories, hundreds of interviews. Still, no arrest. Some say the ransom note was a diversion, written to mislead investigators. Others believe it was the work of a stranger, someone who slipped in unnoticed and vanished. Every clue seems to contradict the next. Every answer opens another question. Maybe the truth was lost that very first day, when too many feet stepped into that house and the evidence slipped away. JonBenét's story is more than a murder mystery. It's a reminder of how fragile justice can be. Nearly 30 years later, her case remains open. New technology, new theories, but no closure. JonBenét Ramsey's smile still shines in old photos, but her voice, silenced forever. And until someone uncovers that missing piece, this case will remain what it has always been: one of America's darkest, most haunting unsolved crimes.
The Ramsey family came under the investigative microscope.
When was the last time that you saw JonBenét alive?
As seen in these newly discovered tapes of police interviews, included in an A&E documentary, the theory was that Burke killed her accidentally, and the family was covering up the crime. Inside the Ramsey home, a flashlight, heavy enough to be a murder weapon. The strangulation device made from the broken handle of Patsy's paintbrush. The bizarre ransom note was found to have been written on Patsy's notepad.
The ransom note is the single most important piece of evidence that led the authorities to think it had to be someone in the house.
I.e., John and Patsy Ramsey.
Because who else would have the time, they would say, to write that intricate note and practice it beforehand, other than someone trying to cover up a crime?